75% of the people in the world wish they had different genetics and could switch it with other people. That's a completely random statistic that I just made up, but I bet 90% of you believed it and agreed. It always feels like it's so easy to nitpick the flaws that you have about yourself and get some sort of envy towards another person with slightly more attractive features. I used to hate the way I look and sometimes still get down on myself comparing myself to these roided up fitness influencers that probably lost all of the circumference in their balls from all the gear that they take. But still, I wish I looked like them. Or you see, I have a bicuspid aortic valve in my heart, which gives me limitations and I need my heart to be monitored. My heart doctor told me I shouldn't be lifting heavy with these guys and should not bulk up. Instead, he told me I should be lifting in the 15 to 20 rep range to tone the muscle. Yes, that's seriously what he said. You know how stupid that sounded? I remember looking at him with the biggest, "Are you dead ass?" face. Obviously, I haven't listened to him, and I'm actually competing in my first bodybuilding show in March of 26. But still, it's something that is in the back of my mind, and I wish I could just be normal. Normal? What the fuck does that even mean? We as a society lost all grip on normality because we see these anomalies every day doom scrolling on our phones that we think those people with the top 1% genetics are normal and we're not. You know, the people with the 10-inch waist and the widest shoulder to hip ratio you've ever seen, then they'll tell you that they're 18 years old? Huh? Or for you ladies, it's the girls with the mysteriously really plump lips and the super shelf ass that seems very suspicious, especially watching how they even work out. And we think, damn, I wish I looked like that. But in reality, it's all fake. The invention of social media has created the problems of comparison, body dysmorphia, and what we believe norm is. Back in the day, people didn't really give a fuck about how they looked. They couldn't compare themselves like we can. All they had to compare was some kid named Tommy from down the street. Nowadays, you're constantly reminded how shit you look as soon as you open your phone. But yet, we just think that's normal. To hate our own genetics is quote unquote normal. Now we have people getting surgeries to combat what they were born with. You know, you could get surgeries for anything. The other day I saw someone who got height surgery. A man who was 5 foot got surgery to be 5'8". All that money and you're still known as a short king. You can get fake ab surgery too now. For all those lazy people who can't seem to lose their alcoholic beer bellies, you could just get ab surgery. Cause fuck it, why not? It's so easy and it's so accessible. Why as a society we care so much about appearance and trying to mask our natural selves? It's the same way with wearing makeup. You don't need it. Why are you trying to mask how you look? Are we seriously that insecure about ourselves that we need it? Real life catfishing. Same thing with all these filters on like Instagram or Snapchat. You don't need it. You can go on a date with some beautiful lady named Stacy and wake up the next morning to a dude named Steven. Super controversial topic, but people just don't need it. Even guys have started to put on makeup. Brings me back to the question, why as a society do we care so much about appearance? And why do we try to mask our natural selves? There's this quote by the late professor Randy Pausch, which reads, "You can't control the cards you were dealt with, just how you play the hand." We have no control with the genetics we are born with, so might as well embrace what we have because each and every one of us are special and are different, and that's a good thing. You see, growing up, and even still sometimes now, I hold some sort of resentment towards myself due to my own genetics. Whether that be my body genetics for bodybuilding or, small d. Or that be my mental genetics such as insomnia, anxiety, or even rumination. These are some things I had no control of, and in fact was the hand I was dealt with in life. I can go on and on about the nitpicky things that I see in myself that I wish were different, but instead I've learned to just accept them and work with what I have, because comparison is a thief of joy. God created every single one of us in His image, and He makes no mistakes. Therefore, the hand you were dealt with for a reason, and it's that exact reason that makes us all different in who we are. We as a society have to just learn to be okay with who we are, embrace the imperfections and the abnormalities that make us who we are. Stop comparing yourself to other people and just learn how to make yourself the best possible version. Instead of wishing you were different, actually going ahead and putting in the effort to make a change in your life and making that life the one that you want. Do the habits that your future self does. But shit, what do I know? I'm just a 19-year-old kid that gets all his information from doom scrolling on social media. My brain is just as rotted as you are, and I have no information, I have no clue what I'm doing.